Bring your mason jars and your moonshine and join the Yankee and the Brit for some good old country music.
Golly!
Yeah, baby, it is Saturday night. Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. Hi, Saturday. What's going on, you crazy people?
Saturday, you beautiful thing. Oh my gosh, the sky is blue. Everything's green out there. Not for long, though, because I know all the leaves are going to be coming down.
They already are. Did you see all the leaves falling off the peach tree? My beautiful peach tree.
I'm so sad. So Saturday night we have a guest coming on at the top of the hour, Brandon Holden.
That's
and he
right.
has some awesome music.
That is going to be good, too.
Yeah.
We got lots of that for you, so stick around. Let's do some country music. That's what we're here to do. So, let's move right along here.
Let's start with a Steve Hickman song.
A Steve Hickman it is. Let's get her done. Oh, that's my boy right there now. Steve Hickman, The Great Outdoors. The Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network.
Radio Network!
A lot of countries. Saturday night. Got Brandon Holden joining us tonight. Gonna be cool, man. The guy's all right. You're gonna like him. I guarantee you. You're gonna love his music. Just like all the other guests, some good stuff, man. Some good, real, down-home country music. Come on.
And an accent to go with it.
That's right.
Baby.
And just a quick hidey-ho out there to the old rubber duck himself. What's going on out there?
Yes, there is John Chandler from Rubber Duck Trucking. He says he likes it when I say duck. 3, 2, 1. Quack, quack.
There we go. Thank you.
Thomas A. Rowland Sr.
Hello,
who's in
Cora,
the chat room.
the beautiful Cora.
Yes, the Cora baby
who
is
stands
in
proudly
the chat.
by our side. Love that lady.
She does.
We are here to do the country thing.
Now look, Thomas is demanding a twofer of the Hick Stick. It's only right, isn't it, on a Saturday night?
Demanding, but you can ask.
It's only right that we have a twofer.
All right,
Steve
so
Hickman.
let's do a two, shall we?
And let's say hello to Robert Day if he's listening. I'm not sure if he's listening tonight.
Hello, Robert.
But hello.
Robert, what's going on out there? All right, let's do this. Here we go. Steve Hickman, a twofer.
On the RTM Radio Network.
Oh, you are that man and you don't even know it. That's right. Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. Happy Saturday. Grooving along here. You got a request, of course. Don't be afraid to let us know. Country music is the thing for the night. We got Brandon Holden coming up. He'll be here at 8 o'clock, I believe. Promptly, I would suspect. Let's see what we got Ed in. Let's try... let's see then. Bobby Johnson and Nothing. Brandon Man and Donna on a country Saturday night.
Your choice for country music, the RTM Radio Network.
Omaha. The hell you want to go up on there for? Damn old Omaha. What's going on by request, of course?
Look who is in the chat. It's Bob. Oh.
Bob Kennedy.
Yes, Bob Kennedy.
Dancing
it's about
Bob.
time he's shown his face.
And
in
that
the
old truck
chat.
driver himself, Keith Sampson's over here. The
and
rubber
the bra,
duck.
the bra that holds the tits is here
That's
too.
right. Hello, everybody.
And that
Nice to see
tune
you
there
guys.
was for Mr. John Chandler from Rubber Duck Trucking.
Quack, quack.
Quack, quack.
Don't forget, Brandon Holden's going to be here at 8 o'clock. That's going to be pretty cool stuff. Let's see. In fact, I'm thinking maybe we should play one of them Brandon Holden songs right now.
Yeah, you guys are going to love him. His music's brilliant. He is just awesome.
Here he is, Brandon Holden, Redneck Cinderella, with the Yankee and the Brit, Random Man and Don. Redneck Cinderella. Brandon Holden going to be joining us tonight, huh? That's a pretty cool tune, I think. I
Yes,
like it.
we can't wait to have him on. And after he has been on, you guys will get the chance to win a Keith Sampson CD. And the CD is called It's Made Me Who I Am. Of course, there will be some kind of bullshit story that you guys have to make up to win this CD. So we will be letting you know closer to when Brandon comes on. And then you will have, like, however long he's on to think up the biggest bullshittest story.
And who he is, we still haven't quite figured it out, but...
What? Who Brandon is, or
Keith.
Keith? Oh, he's a there. That's something you could make up. Your biggest bullshittest story is who and what is Keith Sampson? Okay, we want the biggest bullshittest story. And Keith Sampson is in the chat room tonight, so he gets to decide who wins the CD.
And speaking of Keith Sampson, the title track from Keith Sampson's CD, It's Made Me Who I Am. Well, that'll jerk a guy's heart right out.
Keith Sampson!
That's right, It's Made Me Who I Am. From that CD, Keith Sampson, It Made Me Who I Am, and we're fixing to give that thing away here, Drake.
Yeah, you could win that album after how a guest has been on. Couldn't they? Say yes.
Yeah, yes, exactly. That's exactly what I said. I would never argue the point. What's the matter with you?
Bob says he's off to get some Kentucky Fried Chicken before his horse falls asleep.
All right. Then.
I said, tell it to stand on one leg and hop up and down. It works great for our phone signals.
What, is he using it for an antenna too? Speaking of Bob Kennedy, check this one out from the man himself, Bob Coltrane Kennedy.
Good night, sweetheart.
Bob Kennedy. Wonder if you've ever wondered. Right here with the Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. What a great guy that is, too. He was on the show with us quite a while back.
Yes, he was.
He was, and he's quite the guy, I gotta tell you.
Oh, gosh, they're discussing food in the chat room.
Aren't they always talking about food?
Keeps talking about Popeyes. And you once said to me that Popeyes chicken is pretty tasteless, didn't you?
I don't care for it. I think it's pretty bland, and that crust they put on there is like chewing on...
Oh, Popeyes has got rice, sometimes. Husband. I like rice.
Mashed taters on biscuits? Hell yeah, with some chicken gravy? Come on, what are you talking about there, Thomas? That's freaking hillbilly food, man. That's what we all eat. Jeez, baby. I mean, that's what we do. We eat that stuff. We love it. All righty then. So, you guys are... Hey, I'm talking over here there, Thomas. Stop. You don't play until I tell you. What the hell are you doing over there? All right, where was I now before I was so rudely interrupted? The guy just loves to play that guitar, so he just starts strumming whenever he wants.
I know. Cheeky devil.
Pretty rude. But before we do that, for all you truck drivers over there, I wish Lee Godfrey was here so he could hear this song. I know he likes it. One of my favorite trucking tunes. I don't even truck anymore, but I love it. Aaron Lewis and The Road. Aaron Lewis back out on the road. Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. Drink a little whiskey. Brandon Holden is going to be joining us here at 8 o'clock. Don't forget, come up with your bullshit story about Keith Sampson.
Yes. Too. Who and what is Keith Sampson? You know, is he a big brown turd that come out your ass this morning? Is he an alien? You know, what is Keith Sampson?
Brandon Holden, drink a little whiskey. I don't know how many problems it's solved, but certainly helped me through some situations, like dancing. Drink a little whiskey and you can dance all night and nobody cares what you look like, especially if they've been drinking along with you. Can't beat that.
That's the only situation that whiskey is good for, let me tell you.
That's about it, but you know I love my bourbon. Right, Ethel?
Right, Caesar Jacks.
That ain't Ethel. What happened? Ethel die over there or something?
Oh, yeah. Caesar Jacks!
It's more than music. More than music. It's a state of mind. Don't stop. Let's go. It's a way of life. And there's nobody that throws down country better than this. Welcome
everybody. On the RTM Radio Network.
And another one from the man himself, Keith Sampson, joining us in the chat. You got twang?
Hey everyone, this is Zach Clifton, and I just wanted to let y'all know that my new album, Sticking to the Roots, is now available on iTunes and many other online stores. And we also have CDs if you'd like a signed copy too. It's the kind of album you can dance with the one you love to, and tap your toe to, and it'll just make you feel good. I guarantee it. It's got 8 original songs on it, and it's got some of my fan favorites, including Tequila and Lime and Are You Crying Too? Message me on Facebook at Zach Clifton or at Zach Clifton Artist to get your copy. Or if you have an Instagram, message me at themusic_lives forever to get your copy of Nothing But the Good Stuff.
Brandon the Man and Donna playing the best of of independent artists.
I wanna be that man she can't live without. I wanna be the one who erases all her doubts.
On the right dab 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 dab. Random Man and Donna playing the best independent artists on the Yankee and the Brit show.
He's a little stormy beat slapping me.
There's another great young man for you right there. Your Seductive Ways, Zach Clifton. He joined us on the show. What a great guy, man. Got it all going on for a young feller. Can't beat that. Did you want to add something, or are you just pointing fingers at me over there? Okay, well, Brandon Holden coming up here, just about 5 minutes or so. We should get him on the Fellatone. In the meantime, how about something from the old Donna Joe with the Yankee and the Brit?
Where is the train so I can ride my blues away? Will you meet me there and kiss me through the night?
Donna Joe and Train Station. Random Man and Donna, the RTM Radio Nitwits with you on a country Saturday night. One more from Brandon Holden. Hopefully he'll be joining us. Sippin' and Riding. Sippin' and a riding. Brandon Holden joining us on the phone, by the way. Mr. Holden, sir.
Yeah, how you doing?
Doing all right.
Hey, you're on the front porch swing with the Yankee and the Brit, Brandon.
Well, that's a good place to be.
So we have just played Sipping and a Riding. What's that tune all about?
Oh yeah, let me tell you why I wrote that song. So I may or may not have made a bad decision one time in my life and gotten a driving ticket for something I probably shouldn't have been doing, right?
I was going to ask you if it was about something you shouldn't have been doing.
Well, a friend of mine, after the incident, he said, "You know what, man? You should have just told the cop you were sipping and riding. That's completely different." And that's how I wrote that song.
And how does your friend think that that's different?
Because it's not technically in the law, I guess. I don't know. He wasn't the brightest light in the hall. I just humored him and wrote it.
Maybe he needs to change the bulb to a little higher wattage.
He's got a night light. It's not even a full-fledged light bulb.
All right. I can see where this is going to go. All your friends like that, are they?
Not all of them. Just the ones that I like the most.
Yeah. That's the problem with my friends. It takes 3 of them to make one good one.
Exactly, but it makes me seem really smart when I hang out.
Yes, very, very
So you
true.
must be one of those guys that asks yourself your own questions so you can get the right answer.
Every time. And it really pisses me off when I get the wrong answer.
Yeah, I'll have to ask the cop about that. So how long you been in music? Ever since you was a youngin'?
Oh, Lord, no. I started playing in high school, and then I quit when I joined the military, and then I picked it back up after the military. And some little old lady at the local VFW when I was playing asked me if I'd ever done it professionally, and I told her no. And she asked me why not, and I didn't really have a good answer. So I decided to give it a shot.
There you go, not talking to yourself again.
There it is.
Well, are you still in the military?
Oh, no, I got out in 2011.
Well, let me say thank you anyways for serving.
You're more than welcome.
Very cool. What service were you in?
I was in the Army down here at Fort Benning.
What rank were you?
I was a specialist.
A specialist, what was your specialty? It wasn't music, and it wasn't asking yourself questions, so what was it?
I didn't really have a specialty. I was in the Ranger Regiment for 6 years.
There you go. Did you get to do anything serious?
A little bit here and there.
Well, that's good. Good deal. Well, thank you again very much. Nice to have you with us, by the way.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
So what have you played the guitar for a long time, or don't tell me you just learned that too?
Oh, no. My dad taught me G, C, and D when I was 15, and then he said, "You're on your own."
Well,
that's usually how that works.
Got a place to start?
That's it.
Must be a good dad.
Well, I like to think he is.
And what's your earliest musical memory? You know, when you were like really young and
He's still young.
short trousers and
He's
all that.
still young.
I mean, when he had like really short trousers, you know.
Well, I would have to say probably The earliest would be my dad playing guitar when I was, 7 or 8 years old, and him asking me to go get his guitar, and it was as big as I was.
Now, was he in any bands or anything, or did he just play at home?
He just more or less played at home. I think he had a band at one point, but I was really young. I don't remember it at all.
Do you,
do
you write your own songs now?
I do occasionally. Here and there when I have the time between work and playing and family and hunting and, all the other good stuff.
I like that Redneck Cinderella. That's right up my alley with a beat like that.
I wrote that song because my bass player's wife said, if you can write a song that has the word yoo-hoo in it, I will love it forever.
Yoo-hoo? You mean like the chocolate milk?
Or like,
That's it.
yoo-hoo, only me.
No, yoo-hoo like the chocolate milk.
Avon calling. Oh, chocolate milk.
I love that stuff. That's good stuff right there.
Well, we will love you forever if you ever write a song about the Yankee and the Brit show.
I will see what I can do.
That
Yay!
Scare the hell out of all of us. You are you out traveling? You got a CD out, right?
I did a real small EP several years ago that I really didn't do anything with it. I took a little bit of time off, and then I had a guy that wanted me to go on tour with him. So I stopped booking because we were supposed to go on tour for the summer. So I just quit booking for the whole summer, and then that fell through. So that's when I took the time off, and now I'm starting to get back into it now.
Well, I know we're all over the map here with questions, but what the hell was I going to say? You remember?
I don't know.
You didn't tell me.
Old geezer. He keeps forgetting everything today.
It's just the problem with getting old, I reckon.
Well, your music. Are you inspired by anybody?
It's a trick question. My favorite kind of music is old country. And I say old, like Garth Brooks is my all-time hero. Him, George Strait, big fan of Toby Keith. So
you're a 90s man then?
Yeah, I am, but you can't really play that in some of the venues that I play, so you have to throw in, Thomas Rhett and Luke Bryan, and I like it, but it's not my favorite. So you kind of got to bounce around all over the map to make the crowd happy.
I can understand the Luke Bryan thing.
Yeah, but so I guess my inspiration would be 90s country.
Well, because the music, your songs are I guess they are kind of 90-ish, but still up to date, I guess, for lack of a better way to describe it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I've never had it described that way, but it makes perfect sense.
I didn't know how to put it into words, but they sound great. I mean, that's what it makes me think of is a 90s kind of sound, but it's still got an update kind of attitude about it, I guess. I should say an up-to-date attitude, as in the 2000s kind of thing.
Right, well, I'd appreciate it.
You got a band of your own, or did you do these songs in a studio?
Yeah, the songs were done in a studio, but I do have a band. I've got quite possibly one of the best bass players in the Southeast. His name is Z Ultra. He plays, I think he has a 12-string bass that he plays every now and then, but he usually plays an 8 or a 7. And I got a guitar player his name's Tanner Gill. He's insane. The things that guy can pick up and how fast he picks them up. And then I've got my drummer's Andy Perkins. He's he's the nicest guy in the world, real solid. But all the songs I recorded were just done in the studio with studio musicians. It was the quickest, easiest thing than trying to get everybody. Hey, guys, we're going to the studio. It's 4 hours away, and it's on this Saturday. Oh, well, I got to go to church. Oh, well, I got a family thing. It just wasn't worth the hassle.
And these are studio musicians?
Yes, they are. The guy that I used to record it was a guy named Gary DeBenedetto. His studio is called Studio D in Moultrie, Georgia. He had just moved back from Nashville, so I went in and did the scratch vocals, and then he sent everything up to Nashville to have Nashville musicians record on it, and then sent it right back down here to me to do the final vocals.
Dale came out nice. There's nothing wrong with any of them. The music's great.
Yeah, I think so. I'm working on trying to get everything going to get an actual full-fledged album out here in the next, hopefully, I'm going to just be generous and say year, hopefully sooner than that. But when I do the next one, it's going to be like the actual people that play with me, so that when I send it to a venue or anything, I can say, look, this is what we sound like here at It's Merry Christmas.
Are you signed with anybody, or are you an independent?
I am not signed with anybody. Not saying.
So that's probably a good thing then.
Yeah, it definitely gives me a lot of freedom to do whatever I want to do.
And now the first EP you did there, did that sell pretty good, or was it just kind of a poke and hope kind of thing?
I sold the copies that I made, but it was just at shows here and there. I never even had anything put online. the next one I'll have it on, iTunes, CD Baby. I don't even know what all there are now. There's 27,000
sometimes
online places. Right.
Are you actually from Georgia? Because normally I can't understand a word anybody says from Georgia.
Technically I was born in South Carolina and I lived there for like 15, 16 years ish, but I moved to Georgia and I call Georgia my home because that's where I fit in the most.
I hear a bit of an accent, but it's not real heavy.
No, like Donna Joe, sometimes I have to go, say that again.
Some of that service knock some of that out of you, maybe.
I do believe that it had a lot to do with it. You hang out with people from, the Northeast, Northwest, out West, Deep South, some, foreigners and whatnot. And, it just kind of, I guess, fades away.
All them Yankees.
All them dang Yankees and them Brits, man.
Well, I'm a damn Yankee, and I'm proud of it, but that's a whole nother story.
Fair enough.
I love Texas, and I wouldn't leave here. It was the last place on earth.
You're a Yankee in Texas.
That's right. A damn Yankee now.
Okay, now how does it are you a damn Yankee that was born in Texas or you moved to Texas?
I moved to Texas.
Oh, I got you. I'm sorry. I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
I'm actually from Ohio.
I've got a cousin who lives in Ohio.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, I know, right? It's terrible.
That's why I left. I couldn't stand their attitudes. Bunch of snotty, stuck-up little rugrats. I ain't got no use for that kind of thing.
I think she's just stuck there because she's actually kind of cool.
Well, I was trucking for about 20 years or so. So, I've been all over the South and out West and all over the country. And you just can't beat the people in the South. Now, I'm not going to say there ain't some backstabbers and some people that pretend or, they're not fake. But
that's because they moved down here from the North.
Oh, yeah. I have to agree with you there. But for the most part, you get down there in Mississippi and Louisiana and all down in there, Alabama and Georgia and North Carolina, South Carolina, it's all good people down in there. I don't care what anybody has to say.
For the most part, they're all right.
I can't say much about the Bible thumpers, but that's a whole nother thing.
Right. They got their ways of thinking.
That's it, and that's okay by me as long as they ain't trying to shove it down my throat.
Amen.
So where do you go from here? What you got plans? Are you out touring right now, or are you hitting the bars or anything?
I'm not out touring. I got that whole big boy job to pay the bills, but I've been playing pretty much every weekend for the last several months. I took this weekend off for deer hunting because I messed around and I booked myself last weekend, which was opening day.
Oh, yes, he delayed sending us some music because he was busy hunting.
Yep. Yeah, that's it, hunting and working. And every time I thought about it, I was in the tree stand or I was in the middle of doing something. I said, I'll do it when I get home, and I'll do it when I get home, and I'll do it when I get home, and I never did it.
The tree stand's too important.
You should have just recorded a video of you just singing and, but you should have just belted it out wherever you were and sent it to us.
And what do you think the deer would think about that?
I don't care what the deer think about that.
I can hear them now. What is that noise coming out of that tree up there?
Up yonder.
Oh, my God.
So, what other songs did we play tonight?
We did.
Drink
a little whiskey.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
Drinking a little whiskey.
More first-hand experience?
No, actually. I woke up in the middle of the night, and it's happened many times where I woke up and I had a song going, like in a dream or something. And I wake up and say, yeah, I remember that in the morning. I go back to sleep. Well, this time I did not go back to sleep. I was like, I got to do it right now. So I got up, I grabbed my guitar, grabbed my phone, recorded a little bit, went back to sleep, woke up the next morning, and that's just what happened. There was no tremendous backstory or anything.
Well, I guess as long as you woke up and you recollected what you did, you're all right.
Oh, yeah. Granted, I had to sit there and try to figure out what I was playing because I was half asleep. But the lyrics and the melody was really what was most important.
What do you do for work now?
I am a digital enhancement engineer.
A digital
Oh, my gosh.
enhancement
What's one
engineer.
of them, then?
That's the fancy way of saying I'm a cable guy.
Oh.
All right.
Cable guy.
You sounded like the dude that goes, Avon calling.
Oh.
I was thinking more like, hey, Culligan man.
I don't think I know that one.
You never heard of the Culligan man?
Can't say that I have.
Oh, you are young.
I've been called lots of things, but young's not one of them lately.
You sound pretty young to me. You probably are young to me. What are you in your...
No, but look at
let
his
me guess,
photo.
You're like 28?
Look at his beard. He's got lots of grey in his beard, look.
Whoa. See, you were my favorite till right then. That is not gray. That is the lighting in the picture.
Is that the distinguished look?
No, that is the glimmer off of the girls that were just staring at me going, oh.
Oh, I see. Are you a ginger? Now, see, he doesn't know what that means.
There's a little bit of red in my beard, but that's it.
I thought I could see it around the edge right there next to your, right against your cheeks. I can see a little bit
He's
of
going to
red.
be straight up at that mirror as soon as he's done with us, and he's going to be checking for grey hairs. You know it. You know it.
Oh, no, as soon as I get off the phone with you guys, I'm shaving.
So do all the ladies throw their underwear at you when you're on stage?
Not as often as you would think, and I'll tell you, like the first time it happened, they kind of stuck to me. It was nasty. So I put a sign out front that says no panty throwing.
And no bras either?
Well, I mean, I can't stop them from doing something.
I threw my knickers all the way from England over to Randy, and that was the start of a beautiful friendship, wasn't it, husband?
Oh, it was wonderful, yes.
And
I gotta wonder how
to
big
his beard.
I've got to wonder how big those knickers were to catch enough wind to make it from England to Texas.
There was
know, but
plenty of wind in them, don't you worry.
It's a damn good thing they aired out on the way over here, I can tell you that.
There was always plenty of wind in my knickers.
Thank you, Lord, for that ocean breeze. Who's having more fun here?
I know. Shut up, Donna.
You all right over there, Brandon?
I'll hang it in there.
He's thinking of lyrics for a song about the Yankee and the Brit. I know, when he goes quiet.
Her underwear was sailing through the breeze.
Hang on, let me write that down real quick.
Oh, dearie me.
When they landed, her panties were full of fleas.
Oh,
You
dear.
all right?
Shut up, Donna. Okay, next question. Do you play any other instruments?
Do I play or can I play? Because that's a whole other ballgame.
Okay,
Do you or can you?
do you or can you?
I do not, but I can. I used to play the trumpet, the trombone, the French horn, and the saxophone.
I hope not all at once.
Well, I mean, I was good, but I wasn't that good. And
Man,
I know,
there's nothing like some good sax.
right? I like good sax. I mean, you can't beat it, man. I'm here to
Oh,
tell you,
yes,
especially when you
sir.
put your finger, when you cover the right holes with the right fingers.
Bingo. Now
Any
you got
hole's a goal.
And at this point in my life, I know how to play the bass and the piano. I just don't.
Why don't you?
Because I already have a bass player, and the piano is just entirely too hard to carry around with me.
True.
Yeah,
I don't know. Laurel and Hardy never had a problem with it.
No, they never.
I'm just not that big and strapping.
All right, you look like it. You look
Yeah,
like a
let's
pretty
have a
good
look at his
sized guy.
picture. What else can we pick at? Oh, he is a strapping lad, isn't he?
That's
He
what
could
I
balance a piano on that baseball cap.
I guess he thinks not.
I probably could. I got a big ass head.
What is it with people and big heads on this show? Every person that's come on this show has confessed that they have a giant-sized head
Who wasn't
and
complaining
hats
about the size
and
of
hats
their
that
head
never.
wouldn't fit? The hat wouldn't fit. Who was
Keith
that?
Samson
Yeah,
in
I
the
mean,
chat
it's
room.
like until you've had a big head, you don't know the real struggle because you can't just go buy a hat. It doesn't work. And when you find one that fits, you have to wear it till it falls apart. Like when I joined the military, they didn't have a hat that fit me. They had to order it. So for the first week, every drill sergeant that saw me made me do push-ups because I didn't have my hat on. Until I told them, I don't have one that fits me, drill sergeant. And they're like, BS. And they'd put their hat on my head and it felt like a yarmulke. And they'd say, oh, yeah, you're right. Get out of here.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, that mystery's been solved.
Yes, the mystery of the giant hat. Who was on last week who had the giant head? Sean Wallace, yeah, he said he has a giant head. Oh dear, you guys and your giant heads on the Yankee and the Brit show.
What do you do? You got any hobbies or anything?
Hunting and music. That's pretty much the extent of it. I don't have time for a whole lot else.
Oh, that's too bad. What do you got for a truck? I know you got a truck.
I've got a 2001 Dodge Ram 1500.
Oh, hell.
Yeah, I had a 05, and then I got into a fight with a light pole, and I lost. So the money that I'd saved up to buy a motorcycle, I went and bought a truck, and I've had it ever since. I've always been the kind of guy, if it's not broke, don't fix it, or if it's not broke, don't replace it. So
That's funny you say you lost a fight, because right down the street here at the intersection of the dirt road next to us, there was a Dodge pickup grill hung in the tree right there for about damn near a year it hung in that tree. Somebody finally come and took it down, but I could see right there that somebody lost that fight, too.
It happens like that sometimes.
Oh, I'm a Ford man. That's why I was
Well,
curious.
when he was calling his friend at the start of the show, calling his friend a light bulb, I thought maybe he'd had a fight with his friend. So what is your plans? Do you have any plans for, like, any shows, or do you have any radio appearances with any strange people like the Yankee and the Brit?
Nothing upcoming that I know of. I've got a couple shows this weekend. I think private parties. I know this Friday I'm playing in Eufaula, Alabama, and then Saturday's a private party.
Speaking of deer hunting, did you bag anything?
Not today. Yesterday I got a doe, and the day before that I got my first rack buck with a bow. It's a nice little 160-pound 8-pointer.
Nice.
Hang on, rewind.
Whoa,
rewind.
hang on a minute.
What
I
did
take
you
it you
say?
freeze them up?
I'm sorry?
You freeze them up, do you?
No, I dropped the 8-pointer off. Well, actually, I dropped them both off at the processor because it was late and I just didn't feel like dealing with it.
So
What
that's a
did
whole
you drop
freezer's
off?
worth of good stuff you let go then.
What did he drop off?
Oh, no. Like, I had the processor's going to do all the cutting and chopping and packaging, and then I'm going to go get it back.
Oh, okay. I see. So
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't do it myself because I don't have that kind of time or patience.
Okay, now carry on, please.
What did he hunt? What did he drop off?
Deer?
Oh, I thought you said
Yeah.
something else.
A doe,
Oh,
a female deer.
Ray.
No, not a ray, a doe. Doe.
No.
Sometimes you still have to do a little extra explaining to the British.
I know, because he just started, like, rambling on, you know, as you guys do. And then I was like, hey, wait. What did he hunt? What did he get? What did he drop off in a bag?
I asked him if he bagged one. I didn't mean did he put it in a bag.
Oh, well, he must have put it in a bag if he's bagged it.
He might have had a sack, but maybe he just drug it by the horns.
That's what happened.
That's usually the way. Strap it to the hood and hope it don't kick.
That's it. Throw it in the bed of the truck and hope it's still there when you get where you're going.
You know, one of them guys that don't close the gate, I take it.
No, I closed the gate. I did kill a deer one time, or I thought I killed a deer one time. I shot it in the spine with my bow, and then I, tried to finish the job with a knife, and I thought I had completed the job and put it in the truck and put my tree stand on top of it. And when I get home, the tree stand's missing and the deer's still kicking.
Now, he's up in the tree stand waiting for you.
No, the tree stand was laying on the side of the road from where the deer had kicked it out.
Oh.
Yeah, it was interesting to say the least.
Yeah, I'll say.
Because I had a live deer in the back of my truck that I somehow had to kill without putting a hole in the bed of my truck.
I don't even know what to say.
I didn't either, except for, oh, crap.
All right, then. So, I take it you're not married, then.
I am not.
Well, that's probably
He's
a good thing.
sensible. Sensible boy.
I would like to say it's sensible, but it's really not. I proposed to my girlfriend 7 times, and she told me no all 7 times.
Oh, she's the sensible one.
She just rolled her eyes.
So you're lying or you're full of shit, one or the other.
Both. Why not both?
How long y'all been together?
4, coming up on 4 years, 3.5 years, something like that.
She'll say
Ballpark.
yes eventually.
She nodded her head. I mean,
And
I'm hoping.
good.
I'm hoping. Like I got some plans for tomorrow night maybe.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and that's like she's gonna take me out to dinner.
She's taking you out to dinner.
She dang Skippy to McDonald's.
Oh.
Whew, highfalutin, baby.
I'm telling you, fancy. We're gonna light some. We're gonna take some tea light candles and eat inside and everything.
And they say romance is dead.
It will be when they leave there.
You could propose to her live on the Yankee and the Brit show.
I could.
And then when
But
she
I
says
don't-
no,
He's got
What?
plans. Leave him alone.
Oh, all right.
now. Don't push his luck. After this, he's going to have a hard enough time as it is.
You are not wrong, my good sir.
You remember what them bug guys said last night on the radio? I'm going to tell you no again.
I'm never gonna say yes to you. Are you serious? Yes. See, you said yeah. Look at that. Bam.
hey.
Oh, damn, girl. Come on.
And that's where the fight started.
That's about it. Well, you have a Facebook page, right?
Yes, I do. It's facebook.com/Brandon Holden Music.
And can you still get your original EP?
Um,
I mean, if people want it, can they write you and get one yet, or no?
I could probably shoot some MP3s, but I don't have an actual hard copy of it.
And I see your music is on Reverb Nation.
God, I hope not.
Well, it is. I was
It
going to get
is.
I was going to get your songs off of there, and then you sent some. Otherwise, I was going to get them off of there.
Oh my God, I need to go update that joker.
Well, they sounded all right. I mean, I didn't see anything wrong with that. If anything, you
Oh.
ought to just promo it some more.
I'm gonna have to get that updated. Desperately get that updated. I've got an EPK that I usually send out to people, and I've just completely forgotten all about the Reverb
And
Nation page.
there's that love song that you wrote for me about 2 years ago. That's on your Reverb Nation as well. You know, you was telling me about how much you love me and everything.
Yeah, well,
No wonder
you
your
know what?
girlfriend
That
won't
was
say
so
yes.
stop. That was between me and you, and now my girlfriend just heard you. And that's how the fight started right there.
Well, now the cat's out of the bag now because Randy knows.
I can see when she says no tomorrow night. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
I'm loving it.
She said she's gonna say this is not Burger King where you have it your way.
Okay, no comment.
Maybe she'll say, "In your trousers, it's not the home of the Whopper." Maybe she'll say that. That's a Burger King slogan, isn't it?
Yeah, it used to be.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, it's a Burger King slogan. The home of the Whopper.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see where you're going with that now. Yeah.
You're a bit slow there.
Well, I mean, I always attribute it to like a Subway footlong.
Come on, that was too expensive. You want the 6-inch.
That's what she said.
Well then, I hope she's smiling from ear to ear over there.
She's actually rolling her eyes at me right now.
Hey! Is that because you just asked her to marry you again?
I don't see how this girl doesn't stay dizzy from all the time she rolls her eyes at me.
Well, I got 10 questions for you, and then we'll let you go.
Okay.
We'll make this easy on you. But thank you in advance for serving your country, and thank you for joining us. You sound like you got a hell of a good life going on over there, and good luck with that little, that thing tomorrow night.
Right, I appreciate it.
He means the chicken nuggets.
Yeah, good luck with your nuggets. All right.
I'm hoping to have fun with a McSalad.
Uh-oh. Question number 1. What's your favorite word?
Word.
What's your least favorite word?
No.
What turns you on?
The wind blowing just the right way.
I know all about that with those panties sailing.
But not the
through
British breeze. I know he doesn't like the word no. He's been told it enough times.
What turns you off?
Smoking.
Cigarettes?
Yes. Specifically cigarettes. Yes. Sorry.
No, I'm with you. Cigarettes, I smoke,
After
but I'd rather be
sex.
smoking something besides cigarettes.
Yes, all day.
Number 5, what sound do you love?
This is a live radio show, so
You can say anything you want, it's internet radio.
fair.
If you don't say it, the wife will, so you better...
Okay. My favorite sound is yes.
I do.
I will! What sound do you hate?
Nails on a chalkboard.
Oh, God, yeah. What is your favorite curse word?
Can I say that on internet radio?
Of course.
Fuck me.
Mine is fuck me running.
Yeah, I don't like running. I'm too old and fat for that crap.
Oh, hell. What profession other than yours, and you can either say as a musician or as your cable guy, what profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
I went to school to be a game warden, and I've got my degree. I'm just kind of giving music more time before I step over to be a game warden.
Very good. What profession would you not like to do?
Teacher, because I cannot stand stupidity. And these kids today are all assholes.
Thank you very much. Number 10, the final question. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Well, come on in. The beer's cold and free.
There you go. Bingo. I can't wait to hear what his reply is, though. Let me know.
Oh, I will. You'll be on the other side of the gate waiting on me, I'm sure.
I just hope he offers me a good cold shot of bourbon.
And your final question, if you was to write a song about the Yankee and the Brit, what would the song be called?
Them damn Yankees and them damn Brits.
Ask him your favorite question, the one you asked Billy Lord.
Oh, my favourite question. If you woke up tomorrow with a vagina and tits, what would be the first thing you do?
Same thing I do 4 times a day anyway.
Play with it.
You damn Skippy.
Well, he's honest and to the point. You can't beat that.
You're making
Well done,
Randy
soldier.
blush.
Well, I guess we've torn you up enough, so
Yes.
You guys aren't right.
that's the whole idea of it. Hell, if we was right, we'd sound like everybody else.
This is true.
All right.
So
well,
do you have anything else to add about yourself and your music and your future plans before we boot you off the show?
No, that's pretty much it. I mean, just check out my Facebook page. I'm trying to get out and about. The lady that hooked me up with this show I think she's trying to help me out a little bit. And yeah, I mean, things are looking up, so we're going to keep trucking right along and see where it goes.
Is he talking about Kelly?
Yeah, you're talking about Kelly, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
She only ever hooks us up with the best people.
She does. Kelly Lee is awesome. She's gotten us quite a few great guests, and just love that girl.
Yeah, she's awesome.
One more thing I do want to ask you, though. Have you done any live Facebook music?
I have like maybe 3 times.
Do you think it's worth the effort, or do you think it amounts to anything?
Well, the biggest problem is, like, I would kind of know how to say it. The few times I've done it, I've tried to get on and do it for like 15, 20 minutes. And it usually ends up doing an hour and a half, 2 hours, you know? So, like, once I start playing, it's really hard for me to say, well, I'm done. Oh, I want to play this one more song. Okay, now I'm done. Well, let me play this next song. And it's just ends up being entirely too time consuming. So I do need to work on it, and I need to, like, set a timer right off the bat, like 15 minutes. Bam, I'm done.
So do you think there's any value to it?
I think it's hard to say. I mean, if you're doing it in your living room, just as a, like, hey, how are you kind of thing, I think so, yes. But I know there are people that do it when they're playing a show. They'll set up their phone and do a live Facebook, and I think that's just stupid. Because at that point, why would I get out of my house and go to your show when I can just turn on my phone and watch you from my couch in my underwear?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, that was my thing. I've pretty much asked everybody that. I was just trying to get a consensus of what people thought about it. For the most part, everybody thinks it's okay.
Right.
Seems to, it gets the word out, gets their voice out there, gets their name around. So it does help, I guess. But, yeah, sometimes I think it's a little over the top.
Yeah, I do too.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Holden. Sure appreciate your time.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck tomorrow night. You're going to need it.
I probably will.
Hey, we've set the scene for you, baby. We've set the romantic scene. All you've got to do is just ask the question. You buy her a 10-pack of chicken nuggets, and she's all yours.
When you go out,
if I buy her a 10-pack, she's going to tell me no. I need to get her like the Mc 20-pack or something. She loves them chicken nuggets.
When you go out with your Whopper, she'll be screaming, "I'm loving it." All right.
Dang right.
We're going to throw your redneck Cinderella back on here again.
Outstanding. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, sir. Had a good time. Appreciate it. Call anytime you like. You ever in Texas, let us know.
Will do. Y'all take care.
All right. You be good then.
See ya.
She's my redneck Cinderella.
Sitting on your front porch swing with the Yankee and the Brit on the RTM Radio Network.
Brandon Holden, thank you, sir. Appreciate the time. That was Brandon, Redneck Cinderella. Good tune, man.
Yeah, great
that.
tune,
That'll
great
be a
guy.
regular.
And he put up with us.
Yeah, hard to believe. Good luck tomorrow night, son. You're going to need it. Tell you that right now.
So, Wagner, Ryan Couch Sr. is in the chat room. Hey.
I see that. How's it going there,
Now,
Ryan?
I'm sure that's that guy that I listened to on a Facebook video once, and he's got like an awesome husky voice. Oh.
Oh, is that right?
Lee just said Mrs. Yankee Moth. He calls me Mrs. Yankee Moth.
And there's Lee Godfrey, of course.
Yes.
What's going on there, bro? You trucking tonight, or you got it parked for a while? All these truckers. I think we need some trucking music. Is what we need over here.
Just remember that you guys can win a Keith Sampson CD tonight. You just have to call in the show and tell us what you think Keith Sampson is. Whether you think he's a big smelly turd that dropped out your back end this morning, or whether you think he's the most wonderful man in the world, or whatever you think he is. Call in the show and give us the biggest bullshittest story, and you could win yourself a Keith Sampson CD. He is in the chat right now, so he decides who wins the CD. I'm going to put the phone number in the chat.
All these great singers and all these
903
truck drivers.
487
I'm just all excited over here.
9626.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's move along over here. Get some tunage on here. I'll find us a couple trucking tunes for you drivers. Billy Lord and the Long Road. Yankee and the Brit, Billy Lord and the Long Road. RTM Radio Network. We got somebody on the phone over here. Who is this?
This is Lee.
Hello, Lee.
And Lee has a little story for us. You owe me this story. You've been owing me this story for about 2 weeks. This better be interesting.
Okay, well, you were talking about the floor, you know, and it reminded me of that show Shrek. Whenever the gingerbread, or not the gingerbread, but the little maybe it was the gingerbread guy pooped the chocolate chip onto the floor, and the donkey ate it.
I don't remember
And
that.
you ever remember that, the show Shrek?
Yeah, I remember the film Shrek.
Yeah, but it reminded me of. Do you guys know what the pinon nut is? It's a little nut that grows on trees. It's called pinons.
Pinon. I've heard that.
Pinon.
Man. I've heard that before.
Yeah, it's a pinon nut, and you harvest them off the little trees. They grow wild all over New Mexico and stuff, and people sell them on the side of the road, roasted and salted. They're really, really good. But you know, once the harvest is done and the snow comes, well, you can't collect it no more because they're under the snow, you know. And me and my brother and a couple of my buddies and stuff were up in the mountains there just outside of Albuquerque on my 16th birthday, and you know, we had a few. We were on some mushrooms, and we were drinking kegs of beer and some whiskey and stuff. And my brother was swearing that he was walking around with a shirt all tucked up like he's been gathering pignons. He's like, "Hey, brother, look all these pignon nuts on the ground. Let's eat these pignon nuts." I'm like, "Brother, those ain't pignon nuts. That's rabbit shit, man. You know, they're about the same size." And he's like, "No, man, the pignons, they're real good. They're just soft because of the snow." And I don't know how many pounds of rabbit shit he probably ate that night, but whenever we woke up the next morning, we were hungover like shit. He was like, his shirt was smeared with rabbit shit. His mouth was like, he's like, I got a nasty taste in my mouth.
Oh, I bet his breath stunk.
And I've never let him lay that down, live that down. He's always like, what are you always going to tell that story for, brother? Like, that's funny shit, man.
It really was rabbit shit?
No, he said it.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was rabbit shit everywhere, man. You woke up in the morning, there was rabbit tracks and rabbit shit everywhere. Hell, we had a foot and a half of snow on the ground. My birthday's in December. I ain't no damn pinon nuts laying on the ground. You know?
What the hell were you guys doing? Mushrooms?
Yeah, mushrooms, drinking beer, smoking dope. You know?
Boy, did he have the munchies.
Yeah, he did. Soft and chewy, I guess.
Oh my God, that's insanity. Jesus Christ.
But whenever whenever Donna said something about, I found an M&M on the floor and I picked it up and ate it, I was like, first thing that came to my mind was my brother. You know, it was like, oh my God, man.
Well, that is the burning question, isn't it? You know, if you drop a peanut M&M on the floor, does the 5-second rule still apply?
Oh, hell no. See, I've dug it down one of those chewy soft tarts out of side of the damn chair or some mold on it. Some bitches break it off and chew the other half.
I think the main question is does the 5-second rule does that 5-second rule apply to rabbit droppings?
I'm sure they're probably better chewy than hard.
Yeah, I mean, if you get it while it's fresh out the rabbit's bum, then it's going to be still steamy, isn't it?
While it's warm and soft.
Yeah, it's still going to be steamy.
I don't know about that. I don't know. It was pretty cold that night. You try to get everybody to eat it, man, and I'm like, oh, brother, that's not shit, man. You know. And then what happened, man? And I might be high, but I get stupid. You know, I think that's where it's from, you know.
There's a family I don't want to know.
Come on, man. That's a family of love right there.
Yeah, I reckon.
So you have a chance to win a Keith Sampson CD. Tell us the biggest bullshittest story. What is Keith Sampson? Is he an alien from outer space? Is he just a great musician? You know, tell us a load of bullshit. What is Keith Sampson?
I think he's a figment of our imagination because every time I I'm running down south and going through Birmingham and everything. He's like some kind of top secret Inspector Gadget guy, and won't ever let you know where he's at, won't ever tell you where he's parking at or anything like that. But, you know, we see pictures of him and we hear of him, but, you know, I've never seen no CDs of him, never got to meet up with him out on the road or nothing. And I go through Birmingham every Sunday, and no, he, you know, I think he's I don't know, he could be a conspiracy theory.
I think so too.
You know,
he's a figmentation of your imagination.
He's the figmentation of the imagination. Yeah, that's it right there. Without mushrooms.
All right. Well, we got your story, and we'll see where that takes us from here.
All right. Well, y'all take care, and you know, let me roll a window down here for you. Here you go.
All right.
Hey.
Cluck, cluck, chicken chuck, baby. We gone.
Love you, bro. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Making radio great again with one stupid comment at a time. The Yankee and the Brit.
Hey, I wanted to tell you the story about Runaway Randy. This is a true story, too, by the way. A lot of people get a kick out of it, so I just thought maybe I'd share it with you. All right. Also, just to let you know that the terms used within may be a bit graphic, so, you know, be prepared to plug your ears at any moment. But this is a true story, and I just wanted to share it with you because it's, now that it's over and long gone, it's kind of funny, all right? So, anyways, back in my early days of trucking, I was trucking around with a friend of mine, Big Bob, and their family has remained some of my best friends ever. I mean, just the nicest people you couldn't imagine. They'd do anything for you. We used to have great breakfasts at my buddy's lake. Big Bob was the best, man. I trucked around with him all over the place. He introduced me to a great woman I lived with for about 7 years or so in New York. I mean, things were just fantastic. But anyways, and if you want to go look in my photo section in my Facebook page, you know, for my friends, you can go see a pic of Big Bob. They called him Grizzly because he was about 6 foot 12 inches tall, you know. I mean, this dude was huge, and his arms were the size of my thighs. I mean, this guy was big, right? Big man. Great guy, though. I mean, he was just, we had a blast everywhere we went. Well, I was best friends with his son, Steve, who's no longer with us, which was sad. I cried like hell when Steve died. And his wife, Joyce, she's no longer with us either. She was fantastic. She always had a favorite name for me when I'd see her. And she was real good about yelling across the store, and I'll tell you what that name is in a little bit. And anyways, he had a son, Rick. Great, just a wonderful family, all around wonderful. And I'll always be close to all of them. Anyways, I'm still real good friends with Sherry. Just love her like a sister. Anyway, he asked me to go to upstate New York with him one time, and I couldn't drive at the time because I had too many points on my license. Young buck, you know, thought I was Mr. Truck Driver, you know, and of course I learned my lesson back in the early days and became a damn good driver. Anyways, I said sure. I ended up living up in upstate New York for the next 7 years, thanks to him, which was a good thing. But that's another story. So we went wherever it was, made the delivery, checked in at the company he drove for, which had their office up in Weedsport, New York. And I ended up working for them for a time, which is how I ended up living there. And after meeting a most wonderful lady, which I said that's another story. Anyways, then we went and got loaded for the next delivery. And, well, the truck got loaded, not us. We got loaded the night before. And we headed to Tennessee. And when we left, he drove all the next morning and into the next... I mean, he drove all night and into the early morning hours, you know. And finally he got tired of driving. And we were about the Kentucky-Tennessee line at this point. And he told me to take over, and I said, sure. I said, you know, I'm not supposed to drive. But he said, you know what? I know you can do it. I ain't worried about it. So I said, okay. So we stopped along the side of the freeway. And he said he was getting in the bunk to crash. So I thought, you know, I got out, took a leak, hopped in the driver's side, caught a few gears, and hit the highway running. You know, we got down into Tennessee. And I pulled into this rest area and turned around to wake him up, and guess what? Big Bob wasn't there. I'm like, oh, what the hell? And So I sat in the truck, and I called his boss, and I called the State Patrol of Kentucky and the State Patrol of Tennessee, and I called anybody that I could think of that would be involved in this, and I called the owner of the truck, and the guy says, "Don't you worry about Big Bob, I think you'll be fine." But his main question to me was, "Who are you?" I thought, oh shit, I'm really in trouble. And, because I wasn't supposed to be with him. And this guy had no clue I was there, so I explained the whole thing to him, and, which ended up working for him. Like I said, they're all great people. Anyways, I said, oh shit, no Big Bob, So, anyways, to kind of shorten it up, I left him standing along the side of the road with his dick in his hand about 3 o'clock in the morning. And he caught up with me, never said a word, got in the truck, and it's like in August, and I'm sitting there waiting for him, and because I was told just sit there and wait. Well, I wouldn't run the truck, for the air conditioner. I wouldn't touch anything when I was scared shitless. I figured he's going to rip my head off when he catches up with me. And for some reason, I was just assured, I just was comfortable that I hadn't run him over once I realized he was gone, I mean, you get out to take a leak when you're driving, and sometimes you stand between the drive tires and the fuel tank, and if somebody else is driving, they run you over and kill you real easy, so I was just scared shitless. Anyways, this big old truck come pulling in the rest area eventually that afternoon, and there's Big Bob just cheesing from ear to ear and looks at me and doesn't say a word. He gets out, thanks the lady driver for dropping him off, and we hit the highway, and he never said a word. The only thing he said when he got in the truck was, "How come you ain't got the air conditioner running?" I said, "Well, fuck, I'm not touching anything. What do you think, I'm crazy? I'm scared to death." And I'm sitting there waiting for the axe to fall. Never happened. He started calling me a dickhead. And ended up his wife called me that. The whole family calls me dickhead or runaway Randy. Two of the names have stuck with me with him forever. And, that's, I'm never going to forget that. And of course, his wife and the family never forgot it either. But it's a name I'm proud to wear. And, we went on, got some drinks. He was a vet, so we went into some VFW club and we drank the night away. And he told the lady, and she gave us free drinks all night, feeling bad for us, and everything. And that's how I become Runaway Randy. And that's the two names that I live with to this very day. Runaway Randy and Dickhead. You know what? I wouldn't change a thing.
Down here on the farm, the weather gets messy. Laying around with nothing to do. When you went away, you took my cow Bessie. I miss her, darling, more than I miss you. You took off your leg, your wig, and your eyeglass. You should have seen the look on my face. I wanted to kiss, I wanted to hug you, but you were scattered all over the place. Where, oh, where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and I thought I found true love. You met another and you was gone.
Trains, trucks, and good old country music with the Yankee and the Brit on RTM Radio.
Hey, Joey Holiday, this is Red Simpson. Get out of that.
Yankee and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network. What's going on there Saturday? Thank you so much to Brandon Holden for joining us. What a great guy, man. Love that music, too. Good stuff. John Rooney, oh my God. Hello. He's alive. He's alive.
John Pippa Rooney.
Nice to see you there, dude. Glad everything's all right. You get everything straightened around over there? You didn't get beat up too bad during the hurricane, did you? I know you posted up, let everybody know you were live. That was a big plus. So that's a good thing. All right, let's see. Catching up over here, Lee and Keith and what happened to Thomas? There he is. He's still here. All righty. So let's see. What are we doing? Just country stuff. That's it. 9:05 is the time. Yankee and the Brit. Here's one Thomas Rolland did called Love. Thomas Rollins with the Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio. Did you say something?
Yeah.
Leave that city way far behind.
I-35. You want to get your Keith Sampson bullshit story on the air here, you best be getting with it now.
Yes, what is Keith Sampson? Is he a figment of your imagination, as Lee Godfrey has said in his call-in tonight?
Will Lee Godfrey be the only one to win the CD tonight?
Is he a beautiful flower in your garden? Is he the light in the morning when you open your eyes? What the bloody hell is he?
Oh my God, getting a little over the top there, ain't you?
I know. Call in with your biggest bullshitted story, and I will. You could win yourself a Keith Sampson CD.
Across the country, over the sea, and around the globe. It's the Yankee and the Brit with Brandy and Donna on the RTM Radio Network.
Reminds me of the highway between Fort Worth and Dallas. No curves.
Yankee and the Brit, get that Keith Sampson information in here now. Let's hear your story.
Yes, is Keith Sampson your
Oh, here we go.
clotted cream to your scone? Is he your cheese on your toast? What is Keith Sampson? Is he a stone in the ground that you drive over?
Now you're digging.
I know, I'm clutching at straws here. Maybe Keith Sampson is a straw in your drink. What is he? Come on.
Somebody.
Give us a big bullshit story about what he is. So you've got to go really, really, I don't know, deep and bullshitty. I don't know. I'm talking shit myself, aren't I?
You're up to shit in your knees anyway.
I should win this CD myself, shouldn't I?
Oh, you're full of more shit than anybody else so far. We got a Keith Sampson CD to give away, so come on, get your idea in here. Give us a call, 903-487-9626. What do you think?
Come on, surely you can come up with a better story than Lee Godfrey.
Doesn't even have to be a bullshit story. Just tell us what you think of Keith Sampson. It doesn't matter what. Internet radio. Say whatever you please. You think he's a... Well, just tell us then. All right?
Keith Sampson is the hillbilly bone to my inside.
He's the breeze in my hair.
He's the tea bag in my water.
Oh, darling, that's absolutely marvelous. I just didn't think I could come up with anything
He's
as
the sugar in my
that.
tea.
He's the knob on my gear shifter.
We should win this CD.
No Cash Cowboys. Yankee and Brit, the RTM Radio Network. Over here on the telephone,
we have Bob Kennedy.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Donna. What I need to tell you, what I think of Keith Sampson. I think Keith Sampson is extraordinary country singer and songwriter, but I think there's a conspiracy behind it all, personally.
Uh-huh.
And I hadn't been eating any mushrooms, but I have eaten some rabbit turds. I have done that and do it occasionally now. But I think it's a conspiracy. I think what it is, Keith Sampson is actually a reptilian. And I believe he might be a reptilian. Yeah, he don't look, you can't tell it, you know, from a distance, but you look closer to see it, his eyes are all black. and he's a reptilian. And the whole deal is he's trying to win us over, country singers, pickers, DJs, and listeners, and trying to suck us into the reptilian kingdom and to overtake us all and implant electronic imageries in our brains with his music.
Did you know a secret about Keith Sampson is he can speak parcel tongue? He can speak to snakes.
Yeah. See what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and he has. When we met Keith Sampson, he stuck his tongue out, and we had a competition at who was the biggest tongue out of me and Keith Sampson. And Keith Sampson actually has a forked tongue like a lizard.
Keith Sampson speak with forked tongue.
He got a what, Donna?
I said Keith Sampson has a forked tongue, like a lizard.
I thought you said the F word.
No, oh yeah, he has a fucking tongue. Yeah, he has a fucking tongue.
I thought he had some kind of, some type of, one of his desires or something he shared with y'all. I haven't heard his interview, so I didn't know if he shared some kind of reptilian twisted desire or something with you. Because some reptilians mate with their tongues, from what I've read on YouTube, and so I was wondering if you were headed that way. But that's pretty much my take on it. I love his music, but he can become somewhat cause you to be somewhat obsessive, and I think that's a sign that he may be reptilian.
Do you think he eats rabbit droppings?
You heard the other guy say that he never heard his name. Everybody avoided talking about him, and that kind of thing. Well, they're probably all reptilians. Where this guy was going. And then you got another guy calling in talking about shitting mushrooms or eating, well, not shitting mushrooms, but eating rabbit turds after taking mushrooms and smoking weed and drinking in the middle of the desert. I mean, it's not really common behavior, no offense to anybody, but how'd he get there? He could have been transported there. He could have been abducted. I think Keith has been abducted by aliens, and he's come back as a country star, and he's sucking us all into the reptilian pit, and he's going to catch us unaware, and that's what I think, and I think everybody should beware. But I'd still like to check out his CD. I was going to send it to the CIA or Homeland Security, see if they could pick up anything on it, and I'd sure like to have it, for the protection of my citizenry. It's my duty as a former pubic safety officer. I think it's my duty.
There's a secret track on that CD, which is just for reptilians. Humans can't hear it.
He has some shit on his CD.
Yeah, it's actually a secret song on there, and it's a song for reptilians.
Oh yeah,
People can't hear it.
Yeah. It's sent electronically into your brain, and it takes you over time, little by little, and you don't even know it's happening. It's happening all over the world. I mean, so that's what I think's going on there. But I like him. I like him a lot. He's a real talented fella, and I think he's going places. I don't know where, but we all got to go somewhere. So he's going places. I mean, I'd love to have a CD, but sure, it's hard to compete with the man that eat rabbit turds. But I'm doing the best I can. That's all I can do. That's the best I can do.
Well, there is 2 CDs, so it's up to Keith Sampson whether just one person wins a CD tonight or whether you both win a CD tonight. Keith is the man in the chat room. He will decide.
Oh, he's live in the chat room.
He is in the chat room. He's heard everything that you're saying about him tonight. He's hissing in the chat room. His tongue is hissing.
Well, he probably thinks I'm a raving lunatic, don't he?
That's why I'd say you won.
He probably thinks I'm a raver. Please explain to him that I'm not. And I'm almost, but not quite. I'm a lunatic, just not raving yet.
So, has your horse woke up from the Kentucky Fried Chicken car park?
Could you turn your radio off? I can't quite hear you.
That's your radio.
But I was asking Donna when she turned hers off so I could hear.
I haven't got mine on.
I'm just messing. I couldn't figure out how to turn it off. I X'd everything out, but I couldn't figure out how to turn it off. I thought I had, and I don't know what else to do.
Keith Sampson said that you both get the CD.
But all kidding aside, tell Keith that I have high respect for his writing and his the arrangement of his songs and his vocal style. I really like him, and he's one of my top favorites, indies, and which is basically most of what I listen to and hear.
Well, what we will do is we will end this call with Keith Sampson, Hammer Down On.
So I can't quite understand you, but I think you're telling me hang the hell up,
turn that
bud.
radio off.
Okay. Well, I can turn the radio off and call you back, but it'd be bedtime then, wouldn't it?
Put that bloody phone down.
Yeah, I can turn the whole thing off, start over again. You want me to call you back?
No.
Maybe you're listening and not chatting.
Maybe you're plucking your eyebrows.
Maybe you're washing the dishes.
Maybe you're cleaning the toilet. But either way, it all goes down much better when you're jamming to the Yankee and the Brit on the RTM Radio Network.
I'm looking through the windshield.
You rolling with the Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. You understand me?
Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Nitwits over here. That's what we got going on tonight. Country time, of course. And thank you, Bob Kennedy, for calling in. Bob Kennedy and Lee Godfrey both got themselves a CD. Thank you, Keith. Beautiful. I love it. Nothing like a good giveaway. Beautiful night, too. You guys are all right, man. Do a hell of a thing for us. And we're glad to do it for you, too. We love you guys, man. You know that. We don't even have to say it more than once. But we keep saying it anyways, because that's the truth. That's the truth. As Edith Fan likes today. All right. Good deal, man. So there you go. 2 CDs going out tonight.
Yes.
One for Lee Godfrey, one for Bob Kennedy. Can't beat it, man. Pop it in the old CD.
Yes, Bob, look.
You know, Bob's got a CD player strapped to it in his saddlebags on his horse, so next time he goes over to KFC, he can take Keith with him.
Maybe Keith Sampson has been speaking his reptilian talk to Bob Kennedy's horse. That's why Bob Kennedy's horse has been asleep in the KFC car park all afternoon.
Like I say,
and all evening.
Keith Sampson speak with forked tongue. Oh my, you guys are all right. Boy, you can't beat that for a night. You guys are pretty damn cool. Gotta love it. RTM Radio Network. Steve Hickman, Without You.
Know me.
Oh, do it, Stevie, baby, do it. Yes, sir. I think Steve was going live tonight, so I hope he didn't miss his show just for us. But if he did, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, let's see. We've got a few minutes left here. Let's throw one more tune out here. Neon Smoky Haze and Brian Randall. No, yes, no? Brian, this dude here. Brian Randall and a Neon Smoky Haze. The Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Nitwits on a Saturday night loaded down with country and good people and great music. And congratulations to Lee Godfrey and Bob Kennedy. They each won themselves a Keith Sampson CD, It's Made Me Who I Am. And it's a great CD, I can tell you that for sure. We've listened to it over and over again. We've met Keith Sampson. What a great guy. You'll love him.
Oh, and another thing he does with that tongue. He licks his knee. I mean, that's what reptilians do, isn't it?
And thank you to Brandon Holden for joining us tonight. What a great guy that is, and his music is friggin' badass all the way. And supposedly, he's going to ask his girlfriend to marry him again for the 8th time tomorrow night at McDonald's. So when he whips out that big old Whopper, it's going to be a handful, and we'll see if she says she's loving it or not. Can't wait to find out. Should be pretty cool. That's it, man. We got to go. Thank you all. We love you to death. It's so nice to have you tune in. Please spread the word. Share the page. Click like the page. Share the plague. Sure, there you go. Share the page. Click like. And thank you very much for joining us. And we will be back again next Friday. We don't know if we're going to do rock or country. If it was anything like this past Friday, I'd just not soon do anything. But I guess we'll play the show back tomorrow sometime, and we'll see how it worked out. I guess no static tonight, huh? So it must have been okay. And that's a big plus. Last night was friggin' horrendous, man. We just had to give up eventually. What a mess.
Yeah, and what film did we watch again? Tell these guys what film we watched.
What film did we watch? What did we watch?
With George Clooney.
Oh, Soggy Bottom Boys. Oh, brother, where art thou?
Yes, that's what we watched.
Yeah, Donna got a kick out of it.
And all those stupid accents. Oh, my gosh. And all you guys that like to dress up like minions over here.
It was all right. The music's great, though. The Soggy Bottom Boys, man, they can really do it. That's for sure. Rates up there with the Dooleys. All right. I guess that's it for tonight.
It's true, Bob. It is true about Keith Sampson and his knee. I have photographic evidence, don't I?
Yes,
Keith Sampson
you do.
licking his knee.
Yep.
That's what reptilians do. They lick their knees.
He can lick both of them with that split tongue.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
He can lick them both at the same time.
Vicky must be happy.
Yes, sir.
And we'll leave it at that. We gotta go, man. Thank you very much. Love you guys. Donna, say goodnight.
Good night.
Thanks for tuning in to the Yankee and the Brit.